right, guys. Hello. I know that I never mentioned that I will come live this time, and hopefully, you will see the notification and you will start logging in. And if you didn't see the notification, then you would um, check the replay, right? Let me just do this from my. Hello. Yes, I see one person is logging in here. Okay, let me just go to Coach Maribo and then we're going to begin. I hope you are good. I hope you are good. I hope you are doing well. What is today's date? Oh, Wednesday. Guys, it is December and we get to forget actually how is this life thing going on here. But anyway, please comment there if you can hear me, you can see me. Okay. I'm just posting on the group. I see that a lot of people are logging in on Facebook. So I'm also doing this on YouTube so that I have, I actually was made aware that the people who are watching me or even my clients are not on Facebook. So that's why today I'm just doing this on both platforms. Just wait for me a minute. Okay. All right. So today we're talking about the law of attraction. Let me just be like this. Okay. So today we're talking about the law of attraction. And welcome to my YouTube channel, and also welcome to Facebook. If you are here for the first time on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let us grow the community together. Okay, and please share on Facebook so that we can get a lot of people coming in here live with me, right? Anyway, it's Wednesdays, and I normally do my lives on Wednesdays at on the group at 5 p.m. But I figured I've got a lot of work and I'm going on holiday, so I want to make sure that I have everything done. I am that kind of a person. Like, I don't like letting things just so I want to do some work later on. That is why I'm doing this right now. I don't have a client, I'm on lunch, and I hope you can hear me, right? So today we're talking about the law of attraction. So if you tuned into my YouTube channel yesterday, I uploaded actually a recording of my video on Facebook that I did a few months ago, about how I manifested my house, this house that I'm living in right now, in just in less than 28 days. So this is my house, it's in my name, right? And I'm not renting. So I manifested it within 28 days. And then I have been having this thought about talking about the law of attraction, because a lot of people are aware about the law of attraction, but they don't know how this law works, and it looks like it's not working for them. So those type of things. So I have been guided to speak about the law of attraction. So actually, what I spoke about yesterday and what I'm speaking about today, it complements each other, right? So many people know about the book called The Secret, right? They know about the book called The Secret because I think it was published in 2006, and it really elevated us, our consciousness, knowing that we can create our things, we can procreate life, just like we can, create kids inside of us. We can also be pregnant with our gifts, with our talents, with money, and a whole lot of other good things. Now, the problem is that the law of attraction, of course, they just said, yeah, you think, you just start speaking, and then you think your thoughts influences your reality and all of that. But a lot of people don't understand that, and also they don't understand that everything that they have in their lives was manifested by them. And wherever you are, whether you have money or you don't have money or whatever, I know we are coming from a religious background where we believe that there is a God somewhere. I don't know if this God is out in the universe or it's in us, but with me, I believe that my God is deep within me, right? So we just believe that there is an external force outside of ourselves, and then we figured sometimes this force is angry, and then sometimes this force is happy, and then we have money. When we don't understand that actually it's the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is biblical. The law of attraction does not care whether you are a Christian, you are not a Christian, you are black, white, Indian, colored, whatever. The law works, right? So I want to, maybe next year I will start a series of universal laws, because a lot of people don't understand. Because yes, people have shared about universal laws, but they never understood how is this law then not working for me. I mean, there are other people who went to my the 28-day program on it's a free thing, it's a free manifestation program that I have, and they went and they did not manifest anything. And they're thinking, why is it working only for Coach Malebo or maybe few people? But there are other people, my assistant, my client, they have manifested what they wanted. Most of them said they wanted a holiday at the beach and all these things, and somebody just came and then paid up. They went there with only their bags. And I think my other client also said it's something around December, if I'm not mistaken. So the law works, but it works depending on where you are vibrationally, and this is what I'm going to be talking about. So, let me repeat again. The law does not matter. It doesn't care whether you are Indian, black, colored, whatever. It does not care whether you are a Christian or you are not a Christian, or who is your God, or you are Sangam. That doesn't matter. Just like the law of gravity. So the law of gravity says if I throw this phone up there, it's not going to be stuck on air. It's going to come back, right? Because the law of gravity says whatever goes up comes down. Okay, so that is what these laws are. So whether you believe that when you throw this thing it's going to be there, or you don't believe, the law works. Now, many people are not manifesting the things that they want because they don't understand how this law, especially the law of attraction, works for them. And I have heard a lot of people thinking, where is this God when we are manifesting things? It looks like it's just me who's manifesting things, but God is inside of you, so I don't understand. So today let's talk about why is the law not working for you. Why is the law of attraction not working for you? So there is something that is called, and I wrote about it not so long ago, that is called the paradigm shift, or your paradigm. So what is a paradigm? A paradigm is, there is wind coming in here. I hope you can hear me. The paradigm shift, or the paradigm, is sort of a container. So in your mind's eye, I want you to see this as a container, right? So this is a container, and it has everything, every little thing inside of it. So for people who studied psychology or who have had this, they know that between the ages of 0 and 7, your paradigm is being formed. So I deal with this 0 and 7 age in the spiritual manner, but also it also affects you in the mental part of you, right? So in psychology, it has been said that between those ages, your mind is a sponge. So it absorbs everything, whether it's about life, about money, about everything. So it absorbs. So that's the first step of where your paradigm is. So depending on where you grew up from as well, because your environment also influences your paradigm. Okay, so depending on where you grew up from, your paradigm will determine what is it that you can manifest in your life. So I can have, I don't know who is here, but I can have Jeanette who can manifest 1 million, and I can have Bitumelo who can manifest 1 billion. All these people are black, all these people are Christians, all these people, are human beings, but they can manifest differently, not because of luck, because some people think it's because of luck, but it is because of your paradigm. So whatever that you have been taught between the ages of 0 and 7 then determines what will be in your paradigm. Now, again, where you grew up from also influences what you believe about yourself, what you believe about things, and also influences your paradigm. So this is a container, right? We keep on pouring things inside of this container, right? So again, now we go back to your own experiences. So many of us, I don't know if I'm followed by anyone who's 18, but I believe we have seen life. We know when we talk about life, we know you have maybe been divorced, you have been heartbroken, hey, maybe you have been sexually abused. Anything also gets inside of your paradigm. Now, this paradigm determines what you are going to manifest in your life. So many people are trying to manifest things that are not within their paradigm. And that is why the law of attraction is not working for them. Okay. So, how do you know? Let me make an example, right? I come from a village called Letlhakane, ko Mahikeng. I almost say Mahikeng, but I come from a village called Letlhakane. We are drinking there, like, yeah, even go high, we have a tavern, like Juan Riwa, and in Mafikeng, because it's festive season, I think you would need about for festive season is about 2 weeks, but to us, I think about 3 weeks. In Mafikeng, for you to have the monate that you want to have, you will at least, after buying groceries and everything, at least 5,000 for this 2 weeks to drink as much as you want. Because what in Mafikeng, actually, to be precise, you don't need a car to go to Monate. You can walk you can walk to another tavern, you can literally walk to any other place. Yes, there are people who use cars, but most of the people in Lutlakane, they don't have cars. So they walk, but still Monate happens, right? So they will need about 5,000 for that, for the whole 2 weeks, for them to drink comfortably without asking another person. Now, when you come to Gauteng, for you to enjoy your festive season, we have, oh my goodness. I hope you can see me. My friend is calling me. You know this girl. I don't know if she saw that I'm live. Let me just tell her that, Mugel, I am live. Can you please, are you able to see me there? In Gauteng, for you to enjoy yourself, festive, to drink whatever alcohol you need, and to go to clubs and all these things, I think you will need about 20,000, right? I'm making an example. Maybe it can be less than that, but let's just say 20,000. And because in Gauteng, you have to go, from Midrand to Centurion to Chisanyama in Soshanguve and all these things, right? So there's travel, meaning that there's petrol involved there, right? Okay. And then you go to Dubai. So my husband went to Dubai and told me that we need to go there because that is where bling is. So in Dubai, for you, an example again, in Dubai, for you to get to the level of monate that you want, you might need to have about 20 million, right? So this is the same festive that everyone is having in the whole wide world. But somebody might need at 5,000 in Gauteng, somebody, the very same people, human beings, might need 20,000, and in Dubai, they might need 20 million. So you see, like, a person in Lutlakane might say, why do you need 20 million just to have fun? Because the paradigm, sorry about that, my son, the paradigm or the container of the belief in Lutlakane and the beliefs in Dubai is different, right? So whatever that you are manifesting. You are not manifesting because of luck. You are not manifesting because something just happened to you and then you are blessed beyond, those things that we always say, I'm blessed beyond means all those things. It's not because of that. It's because of what is within your paradigm. Now I want to make this example again because it triggered a lot of people. So Boiti, who is a celebrity, and I want to talk about money because money is what is a problem, especially for Black people, right? So Boiti, some of you saw the video, some of you just saw the comments on social media. You started commenting as well when you don't know the whole story. But I went and I watched that video. Actually, it was suggested to me, and I like Boiti because someone said I speak like her, and I was like, me? Never. Okay, so I watched the whole video. So the lady asked Boiti, how much would you want? Have you ever gotten a girlfriend allowance? And Boiti said, no, I haven't but her wish was that she could get 450,000. Now that lady was like, 450,000, why not 100,000? And then she said, no, but I have made 100,000 for myself, and then at 200,000, and I don't know, yeah. And within her paradigm, and she even said it, that I believe it's not impossible, right? Because within her paradigm, 450,000 rand per month is within her reach. But to anyone who started being triggered and wrote, why just for you to be a girlfriend and then you want 450,000? One, it's the people who have never touched 450,000 in a month. I know that, they won't say yes to it, but people who were triggered and started writing long comments about why Boiti shouldn't want 450,000, it's because they haven't touched that amount. But not only that, they haven't had that amount as money, paper money, but within that their paradigm, 450,000 is a lot of money, and you cannot get it within a month. You cannot, it's not possible for you to manifest that amount of money, whether you are getting it through a boyfriend, whether you are getting it through work. But a lot of people, especially in South Africa, do not have, maybe yes, they are yearly salary can be 450,000, but it's only a very few people who would earn that amount of money. And the law works not because that person has studied or they can speak English better or they can put makeup better, but it works within the things that you have within your paradigm. So many people said Boiti cannot have that, not because Boiti cannot have that, but because they believe they are unworthy of having 450,000 per month, that they impose that on her, right? So Boiti knows that probably she has had 450,000 or maybe 250,000. So if you have had two, why is it that when people are saying, I want a girlfriend allowance of 2,000, people are not triggered? But when it starts saying it's 400, you like, whoa, what about SARS and all this and all this? And because that money is not, the problem was not Boiti saying the money. It's because in your paradigm, you don't have such amount of money. And you can sit here and do the manifestation work, but for as long as you believe that you are not worthy of having it, then you will also believe that another human being is not worthy or does not deserve it, right? So let's go again to, because today I want us to talk about money, because many people want to manifest. And here some people said we shouldn't manifest money, we should just manifest the things that money can buy. Today I want us to talk about money because Black people are wounded when it comes to money, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce. So Jay-Z and Beyonce are the most paid people, I remember even when the Honorable Petrus Motsepe said he's bringing Beyonce here, we wrote long statuses. Why is he not giving that to charity? The people, you see, even Petrus did not comment about Boiti's, Mam Kiza did not comment about that, because those people, they know that 450,000 is not a lot of money, right? So when Petrus Motsepe said, I'm bringing Beyonce, even though some of us, we were happy because we were going to see Beyonce live. You know, some people who did not have that amount that Beyonce is charging started writing again. Why is Patrice Motsepe calling Beyonce when he can do that for charity? So when you do not believe that you can have 100 million, you know, with it, or you can afford to pay anything that is 100 million, if Beyonce charged 100 million, you are going to impose your beliefs, the things that are within your paradigm, to other people and try to tell them that no, this is not how you should use your money. This is how you should use your money. You shouldn't get the money through a boyfriend. Now people were also starting to talk about, I want to teach my girl that they must not get money from a man. That doesn't matter. That is not the problem. The problem is that why did it trigger you, right? So it triggers you because the law is working for you, saying you need to actually work on yourself and work on your paradigm. Now, when you work on yourself and you work on your paradigm, you will understand. Like, I didn't care about Boiti wanting that money from a boyfriend. Like, Boiti is not my sister. It's not, even if she was my sister, everyone has got the life of their own and they can make choices. All of us, I mean, Boiti is almost my age, so she could choose things that are better for herself. And if there's hell that she will go to, she will answer for her sins. Now my what that makes that triggered in me is that, oh yeah, 450,000. Well, I have made 450,000 in 5 weeks, but it was not consistent that I made that every month. Now, when Boiti started saying that, then it triggered, why don't you make this money consistently every month? Imagine. And it's not too much money. It's not too much. I know, like, when your paradigm is sitting on a maximum of 5,000, you will think that 450,000 is a lot of money. So going back to the issue of Jay-Z and Beyonce, I also believe that, and I know that many of you have believed that there was an issue even with Oprah, that they are Illuminati. They have sold their souls, and that is why they have a lot of money. And today I want us to go and fix our money issue. The vibration inside of our paradigm about money, because money really triggers us so much. Like, it triggers both men and women. It's not about men only or women only. It's both of us. When a black person has got money, there has to be a reason why they have so much money. But then we want to come and then do Coach Malebu's thing and of saying manifest your life in 28 days. Everything, guys, that we have in the face of this planet, it's ran by money. For you to do charity work, you cannot come and say, I'm going to do charity work because God provides. Guys, God made money. God that we pray made money. The churches that we do, they need an income. That is why honestly tithe, because there are people who are working within the church. When I give my tithe, I'm not giving because somebody's putting a gun on me. I am giving because I know that this money must recycle. We cannot just keep money on ourselves. It must recycle. It must go to another person. At church, they are paying people, people who are working in ministry, singing and all those things. They get paid, right? So everything in the face of this planet is rent. And we need to understand that money is important, but money is our most trigger. One of the things that triggers us, when I start saying I am charging 5,000 for my coaching, people, even before I had to raise my vibration, I was like, hell no, I'm not going to attract people who are going to tell me their problems without exchanging energy with me, right? When people start saying, yeah, I charge for coaching, we start questioning, why do you shouldn't charge for coaching? Because the problem is not coaching. The problem that we have is a deep-seated issue of money that is coming from our paradigm. And whatever that you want to manifest in life, the cars that I drive, I did not drive because, it was thrown from heaven to you have money, you go and buy a car. You understand? So Beyonce and Jay-Z and Oprah, they have a lot of money. But we wanted to find a reason to dim that light, that they have money. When they are performing, you will see people. I was there, I was manipulated in that thing where they will say, you see the triangle, it means that it's the angels of what of darkness. See, it means it's the illuminated. That is why we don't have money, because now people have to have a reason that I have money because I have killed someone. I have money because I did one, two, three. Then you wonder why the manifestation of the things are not working for you, because you are triggered by money. So this phone here that you are seeing, this laptop here, everything here, electricity, data that you buy it with money. You don't buy it with any other thing. You buy it with money. So the law does not work because you do not believe fully in the things that are within there. So your paradigm is mostly based on unworthiness. Your paradigm is basically most on lack. Your paradigm is, so when you are trying to manifest, right? When you are trying to manifest, you're not trying to manifest something of Beyonce. Beyonce had to raise her vibration. If we can go and interview her, she had to raise her vibration in understanding that I deserve 100 million for me to go and sing. Vusi Tembekwayo had to say, I deserve this money. I don't know how much he charges just to be a professional speaker, but he had to charge that amount. But it started within. It doesn't start outside that I'm charging 1.5. You can say you charge 1.5, but when you don't believe, no one is going to pay you for that. Right? So deep rooted money issues comes from the fact that we grew up. This is a paradigm. We grew up knowing or heard that Ntate Sibiya or Ntate Mamange, they have the money they have the businesses that they have because Batweli, Baweli, they went to a sangoma and sacrificed, did money rituals. That part is still within us. Now, when you are trying to manifest, right, anything, that is why people have this thing that you have to work for the money. If you don't work for it, come what? Easy come, easy go. Because we were told that, hey, Ntate Sibiya sale na bolaya bana 100 people for him to have this kind of money. Now, in order for you to have money, you need to go and work. Ke batho ba bakae ba ba gobileng? How many people are working? I mean, even now, 90% of the population is either looking for a job or they are at a job. They are working, they are at work. Why? Because we were taught that you need to work hard for that. Now, I have been working for more than 10 years and I'm not earning anything that is $1 million per month. So it means that hard work is not working. But when I am working my things, when I'm doing these things that I am doing right now, empowering people, doing what myself or my purpose has in store for me, I get paid way, like I make my salary 3 times a month by doing what I love. But this thing had to come with unlearning and learning. So we need to learn that there are things that are not working for us. There are things that we need to go back. That is why I heal people with childhood programming, because those are the most important things that we need to deal with. Many people are in marriages and they end these marriages because they were taught, not now, they were taught when they were young that they are not worthy of love. Their paradigm is within that. They were taught that they are not worthy of money. Now, a person is working 12 hours. They don't have a car. They have absolutely nothing. They are struggling, but they are working every day because of what? Because of the things that we have been taught in our childhood. So how does then the law work for you? The law is going to work for you when you begin to understand your childhood programming. Who did you grow up with? You saw that they have $1 million. What story was behind that? Did they have to explain that? A lot of people wanted Kimang Boiti to explain why she wants 450, because a lot of people don't think they are worthy of that. A lot of people don't understand why would Mozipe have Beyonce, because they want an explanation. Why would you go and take Beyonce when there are so many artists? Ke tjhelete ya ka, ke tjhelete ya ga Motsepe, so he wants to do what is best for him. So let's start here. When you were young, what who do you know that had a million, like close to you? I'm not talking about people on TV. I'm talking about somebody who had millions or even billions, who was close to you. Do you know anyone? If you don't know anyone, there is the problem. That is the first problem. If you don't know anyone, there is the first problem. You can't manifest what you don't have. So you need to have it first before it comes on the outside, right? If you have seen that person, what did you hear? The stories about them. What were the stories about them having millions? Did you hear that they have millions because they killed people? Or you heard that, you know, they just were lucky and then they got money or whatever positive thing that, have you heard that? The reason why you don't have, it's because what you have seen, what you have experienced, what you have been conditioned to believe said this is an issue. Now it goes, you go back to your childhood and all the things you are struggling maybe with love. In your childhood, who did you see was loving a person? Now a lot of people and they don't know love because we grew up with uncles who raped us. Huh? What is that love? Huh? We grew up with our uncles, uh, 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 um, you know, dating or cheating on their wives. Fathers cheating on their wives, right? Where do you think you know love from? That is why a lot of women are in marriages that they are not supposed to be, but they are there because they have been taught that begeze, right? What in your childhood, between the ages of 0 and 7, go and do this exercise. When do you remember love? I know some of these things are deep-seated issues, like I deal with them. A lot of people have forgotten about them. Can't they even attracted the husband that looked like or behaved like their fathers, and then they had this understanding that my father does not love me. So when they look at their husband, they feel like their husband doesn't love them because their husband looks like the father and he's capable of doing that, or even opposite the mother and all that. So you want to go back to and revisit your childhood before you start manifesting anything. Revisit your childhood and say, in my childhood, what have I've been taught about love, about money, about God. I had to learn a new things about God. I grew up in Roman Catholic Church. I was taught about God as somebody who's external, and later on in my life, I got saved. I was a born again Christian, and I'm still a born again Christian. But I had to go and find God for myself. So I know that there are other born again Christians who will like, yo, when you are not a born again, I don't care, because I had to go and find out who is God for myself, not for another person, for myself. And the day when I found out who is God, what is love, what is money, what is health, and all these things, I never struggled a day in my life. I will literally say, I want this, and I get it. It's not luck. It's because it's already in my paradigm. So I have shifted my paradigm. I've expanded my paradigm. So you also want to go, the task for today, you want to go and do this work. Find out what is it that people every time, relationship issues, money issues, relationship issues, money issues. Go and find out truly and honestly, what do you believe love is? Where did you see that? Because many people, they are just starting. Where did you see people becoming mothers? Because no one is teaching us what is parenthood. Huh? That is why many men are running away from their responsibilities, because they have seen that. They grew up seeing their fathers not there. So what are they going to do? They're going to repeat that method because it's within their paradigm. So, how do you change this whole thing? You change it by understanding who you are, or what it is that has been embedded in you, and then you start healing it. You can heal on your own. You can go and find a coach. You can, read a book, but do something. Don't just know that, okay, yeah, I remember my father did not love my mother. And then what? What's going to happen? You have to download new information, learn new information about love, that your father did whatever that he did because of the information that he had at that time. And most of our parents, I checked, and please go and check this video about Celestine Tuli. Like, this is one of my favorite people now. I watched her video and with McG, and she even said it, that most of our problems it's not depression, it's not even this thing, it's because we are broke. But the brokenness also start from the generation, right? When we were coming, the people came and then they told, they said, you don't need money, all you need is this, those type of things. So our fathers were also wounded from that, but we are not taking that. We want to better our lives. I do not want to see, now I don't have clients who are struggling. Now when a client comes to me, I give them my all, and I know that this person will never struggle. Even when I pray in the morning, I would pray that, okay, if the name comes up, surely I would say, okay, fine, this one I need to pray for them. I would pray and I would say, this person, this is my life. I said, now when a person comes to me, they will come with, they will get their healing, especially from childhood. When they are done, right? Um, when they are done, they are not going to repeat that. So I have many people who said, you have restored my marriage, right? Many people who said, just for coming, I manifested a job, because I know that those things are not difficult. It's not difficult thing for you to elevate in a workplace. It's not difficult for you to get the car that you, it's not difficult for you to have the life that you are supposed to have, right? So I am also asking that when you do that, you also ask somebody to hold your hand if you cannot do it alone, because sometimes you are so clouded with your own judgments, with your own tears and all these things, that you cannot help yourself. But there are people who can help you come out of that mud. And then when you are out, then you know how to do the work every day. So if you are here, if you are here and you have been struggling with money, husband, wife, whatever it is, go back, check yourself. Where did you learn these things from? When you get where you learn it from, start giving yourself more information about love, more information about money. 1 million rent is not a lot of money. 1 billion rent per month is not a lot of money. It can sound like it's a lot of money. I know I was there before. 1 million is not a lot of money. Go and do the work. Okay. Right. Yes, Tana. She deserves it. Yes, girl. We are created in the image of God. He created man. Girl, you got this. How do you shift your paradigm to positive manifestation? I'm struggling. So I've already answered that. Go back to your childhood. Learn to understand what you have been taught. Is there any information about what you think you are struggling with in your childhood? If there's no information, start reading books. I've got books, guys. There are so many people who are writing also books and all these things. Start doing the work. Don't say postponing. I know I'll do it next year. Next year will not be really elevated to millions. All right, let me check here. What is Impost saying? Okay. Money is energy, and indeed it is multiplied back when we indeed do the work in circulate. Yes. So if you give me, my healing session is 650. I mean, the work that I do there. Imagine doing the work of, my eldest client is 60 years. Ne? So imagine doing the work of a person who has been in pain for 60 years or 50 years, right? And then with 650. So the 650 is actually just you exchanging the the energy, because when you can't bring your energy that you are bringing is wounded. So I don't want the wounded one. I want that energy, which is money, right? And then that 650, after that, then you get millions. I mean, I'm not saying you are betting lotto here, but I'm saying when you heal, then you get what was rightfully yours. Okay, thank you so much. I will see you next week. Next week I have a surprise for you, but you will see it on my YouTube channel. So on Facebook, please go to Malibu TV and subscribe. Next week we are doing something big, right? Something awesomely big. I love you. And okay, yeah, I almost forgot. I am available for coaching, for healing sessions, and also we have a class that we are doing on Saturday, where is for people who have been sexually abused, raped, and molested. So if you want that class, please contact me. My number is 071-147-2389. This is in South Africa. Otherwise, I love you. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye. You will read books that are relating to the things that you have seen in your life. So if it's money, go and read books about how you can make more money. If it's love, you want to read books that are related to that. Right? Okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye.